What finally clicked for me was when I realized that it was something I was doing all the time and that I was going to manifest the outcome whether or not I realized I was manifesting the outcome, whether or not I put any effort into it. I was still manifesting in my life. I couldn't stop manifesting. I've always been manifesting. So I was like, okay, let's just start doing it deliberately. So I'm going to be doing it anyway. It makes no sense not to do it deliberately. I reflected and jumped wholeheartedly into this. My first great success was fixing my love life. I then worked on my body and my finances were last. But I'm here to remind you that it's all within you. You can move mountains. If your life has sucked up until this point, I am sorry. I truly am. And yes, you have every reason to be sad about it. And yes, you have every reason to cry. But why lament in it? Why carry that around with you? If someone hurt you, why continue hurting? By refusing to continue hurting, you're not condoning what happened. You're not saying it was okay to go through these awful experiences. You're saying, you know what? I'm going to put that behind me and I'm going to pave way for better and for new. You're manifesting regardless. You can't stop manifesting. I can't say that enough. And that's what finally clicked for me. And people ask me, was it hard? Was it hard to do this? And no, it's not hard when you have that determination within you, when you decide to change your thought process, to change your feelings of self, primarily for you. It's hard when you're doing it for the ultimatum that it's only on the condition that you get the person or the condition that you get the money. When you do it because you're like, you know what, I'm tired of feeling bad about myself. I'm tired of feeling worthless. I'm tired of feeling like a failure. I'm tired of feeling bad about myself. And I'm just going to change these ideas of self for me, whether or not my life changes at all. When you come to that conclusion, like, it is so easy. And the great bonus is your life changes dramatically. Like I said, my life was terrible. I often went hungry. I would, at that time, have no money, so I would call up restaurants pretending that I had bought something and saying that my order had been screwed up and can I get a replacement meal? That's how I ate. I would eat scraps that were mistakes in the kitchen I was working in, at the restaurant I was working in. I knew of people that would eat leftovers. Like if someone didn't eat all of their meal, I never did this, but people would eat like the rest of an expensive meal because they were so hungry. I came from living in a motel, a scuzzy motel at that. My life was not easy, and I can't stress that enough, because where I am today, it's night and day. And again, this didn't happen through hard work. You could say to me, well, Veronica, you work really hard, and that's why you're a success today. And I say, well, no, because I worked really, really hard at waitressing. Like, that was hard work, and that was not my only job. I worked really, really, really hard when I was a telemarketer, when I was doing all these jobs, when I worked at a hotel. Like, I worked hard. If you're working a minimum wage job right now, like, you're working hard. So no, hard work does not equal success. What equals success is when you decide to deliberately change how you think about life and how you think about yourself. And you can choose to do things like visualizations. You can choose to say deliberate affirmations. And if you choose to do these things, that's okay. They work. They don't work on constant repetition. And the reason for that is because you're not looking at your life as a whole. You have to look at your life as a whole. You have to be on top of this 24/7. And I'm not saying you have to be on top of your thoughts, like preventing negative thoughts. That's not what deliberate manifesting is. It's not trying to keep the negative thoughts out of your head. Deliberate manifesting is having awareness of what you're thinking about, why you're thinking about it, healing these belief systems within you. That's what deliberate manifesting is about. So being on top of this 24/7 isn't like, oh my God, I can't have a doubt. I can't have a fear. I can't have any anxiety. I got to be on top of it. And when it comes in my mind, I got to flip it around. Please don't do this, because you are an energetic being. And by flipping around negative thoughts, basically you're refusing to see their usefulness. Negative thoughts are not your enemy. They are something to be listened to. They are something to be understood. They are something to be healed. They're not something to be covered up. Like if you're constantly flipping them around, thinking that they're bad, then you're not seeing the lesson. You're not understanding why they're happening. You're just covering them up. And they're not going to go away. Like they're going to keep arising. Like these circumstances are just going to take other form in your life. So the best thing that you can do is listen, have awareness, question things, gently put less focus, less emphasis, less truth in the ideas that you don't want. Try to understand where these ideas came from. A lot of times these belief systems came from adults, that we were raised by. They didn't mean to do it. And you just basically picked up on their habits, their belief systems. You basically inherited it because you were around it and you were like a sponge as a child. And you just picked it up. You soaked it up. No fault of your own. Not their fault either, because they, most people are just mindlessly picking up societal beliefs that are not very good. And again, 24/7, changing your life, it's because you want to feel different. Deliberate manifesting is about creating feelings. So you want to feel different for you. And that's not hard. It's not hard because you're doing it for you. You're doing it because you want to feel better. You're not doing it because you're going to get stuff. You're doing it because you are with you all the time. And your voice, the voice of your higher self, is always there speaking to you, guiding you, comforting you. That loving, almost angelic voice is there. It's in every single one of us because we're all the same. We're different, unique expressions of the same thing. Have you signed up for my 10-day Manifesting Miracles course? Link is below. It's completely free. My gift to you. Subscribe for instant manifestation. If you'd like my personal mentorship, head to dreamlifebyveronica.com. I'm so thrilled to be a part of your manifesting journey. May all of your dreams come true. They were meant for you.